think I'm live. Welcome to all women out there. I just realized there is a beautiful saying out there where a woman is like a tea bag. She will realize her power only when she is put in the hot water. So you will know how strong she is only when she is in the hot water. So similarly, a lot of us have a lot of strength, especially women. I met a woman recently. This is about a story about a woman, and she's holding a lot of roles, like a mother, a wife, and a daughter. So she's not just a woman who's just born to only satisfy others' needs, right? She also has her individual likes, dislikes, her own ambitions. So in essence, her life is endlessly serving others. And at one point of time, all her, ambitions and dreams are put in the back burner. So on working endlessly towards serving others, she just loses her own identity. She may be a person who wants to change her world in her own ways. So she told herself, maybe, one day, maybe later, maybe when I earn money, maybe when I have support from my husband when I get married, or, maybe when my kids grow up, some other time. But one day, she just raises up and asks herself, who am I behind these roles? That one question has changed everything about herself. So the moment she gained, self-reflection as to who is she, after all, that's when she regained her own power. So she slowly started spending time on herself, on her interest, on what she wants. Maybe she wants to regain, reconnect with her passion. She's learned new skills. She wants to talk to people. So slowly she started building belief in her. And that, it's just not empowering herself. She also started teaching others and thereby earning what she can at the comfort of her home. So this is not only empowering oneself, it is also empowering and impacting other women around her just by her own example of walking the talk. And this is not a story about that only women. It's not a unique story, right? It's common in us. It's a story about us. And that is why we feel that every woman watching this episode, every woman has that fire in us because of our expectations from others, because of our sacrifices that we do, and the silent struggles that we go through. We put ourselves in the back burner. So in which case, a lot of us are empowering ourselves in our own unique ways, and whether we like it or not, we are also influencing other women. And that is why today we are celebrating that unique you, your strength, your resilience, with two more powerhouse women who are doing incredible, job in terms of doing what they want to do for themselves and for their families, not just that, and for their community also, all the way from Canada and UK. So I'm going to be inviting our guests today. I'm going to say a hi and invite both of our guests to women who are just, hiding behind their usual responsibilities, but they are out there. Hello.
Hello.
They're out there doing something extraordinary. So we're going to eat their brains today, trying to understand what is it about them so unique as a woman. Hi, Priya. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Brinda. Thanks a lot for having me here.
My pleasure to Priya. Just going to say Hi to Ritu. Ritu Bharadwaj also joined, but she is not to be seen here. Ritu, if you are there, just give us a hi, hello. Can you hear me? Okay, in the meantime, Ritu, you're all the way from UK, Ritu. Oh, there we go.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, Ritu. Priya.
Hi.
Good, Ritu. Thank you. Thank you for joining in.
Thank
And
you so much.
my pleasure too. My pleasure. So, Priya, you are from UK, and Ritu, you're from Canada. I must thank you from bottom of the heart. Um, so, womanhood is to be celebrated across the world, and we, take that privilege and also have that honor to have you as a guest in my Instagram profile to be able to celebrate that uniqueness in you, and also managing all that emotions around you, chaos around you, and then be able to manage the same chaos within you is a task by itself, right? So emotionally intelligent women is not just, we don't have to look for them. They're always around us. And that's why I thought we'll bring in women who are not only emotionally intelligent in a way to manage their way of walk of life, and also empowering women. That's even more added responsibilities. On that note, welcome you for this, series of celebrating the uniqueness of womanhood, and also talk about some emotional aspect of how you have gone through your life and what has empowered you. On that note, I would like to have you introduced to our audience. So, any of you can go ahead, just tell us who you are and what you do.
Okay. Should I go ahead?
Ritu, you want to go? Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. So right now I'm in Toronto. I'm basically from Pune, Maharashtra, India, and I am a life and mindset coach, especially for mothers. So you can say I'm empowering mom coach, and I help women redesign their life and do whatever they want to do without any guilt. So that's what I do. And as far as the educational background is concerned, I am MBA in sales and marketing, and I have a corporate experience of 15 years. So yeah, and so far I have trained more than 5,000 people.
Awesome. You,
Thank
Priya?
you. Thank you so much. So my name is Priya Shinde. I'm also from Maharashtra. So Ritu, that was a lovely coincidence. I am a physio leadership coach. So I am on a mission to help 100,000 physios pursue senior leadership roles in healthcare. And I embarked on this journey because I am a physio myself, and I'm trying to share what journey, what career obstacles I faced. I don't want anyone else to face those. So I want to share my story with them and help them to shift from victim vocabulary to hero vocabulary. So I can't do it. It is not for me, it is for them. From that, I want physios to shift to how can I do this? How can I find my niche? How can I lead? So this is my aim, that I want physios to understand you have it in you. It is called as latent potential. Okay. I'm here to show you that potential which you have suppressed somehow. So I'll help you unlock that potential. So this is me, Priya. Thank you.
Super. Awesome. That was so, point shoot. At the same time, it talks about what you want to do and why you want to do that, right? So if you allow me to also just, my audience know who I am. I hail from India. Uh, I stayed in US for 6 years now. I'm back for a temporary hold. I also am a working from home mom. I wanted to be on digital entrepreneurship. So in essence, what changed me, what transformed me, the skill set, the tool set that I have in my life as a gift is something to do with emotional intelligence. That's where I found my story and the solution for who I am right now. So I want to teach women out there to be able to not to do the same mistakes that I did, just like Priya says. And how do you overcome that is using the emotional intelligence tool right now. Also, using our capacity, strength, and inner power to be able to monetize our knowledge and expertise so that we don't have to drain what we have gained so far. As a mother, we take a break and, we travel around. So in essence, you can work from anywhere of the, from across the world. So I teach women how to conduct themselves, automate their life and business using EI and AI. So with this, the commonality is we're all from India, but we are right now residing across the globe. But we're still connected here thanks to the technology and thanks to this team. Otherwise, we'll be meeting some other ways and means, but not as a trio, right? So it's a pleasure for me too. And I want to go one step deep to understand. Uh, so you did give us why you do what you do, right? But I want you to let me know what is that one superpower in today's day and age that women seems to be overlooking in your experience? What would that be?
I would say it's resilience, because
Mm.
women manage so many aspects of life. Career is just one part of her life. If you look at a woman, she handles career, okay? She handles her kids, she looks after her family, she looks after everything else around that family and herself, okay? And to me, resilience isn't something about never failing. Resilience is about never stopping or never quitting. And that is one strength that women have, which they don't realize, because they always put themselves at the back burner and think I'm doing it for everyone else. But they forget that they are resilient, hence, the whole family, the career teams, everything that they are leading are going ahead. And I think that is the unique strength that women tend to overlook. So, all the women out there, if you're listening to me, remember you are resilient whether you believe or not. So, that's for
Mm.
me. Ritu, what do you think?
Mm.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you, Priya. Even I believe that, the superpower in each and every woman is resilience. And that is the reason I find like so many women, whenever I'm coaching them, they know at the end of the day how to adapt themselves. And it's never too late to understand our super inner power.
Mhm.
It happens so that many times whenever I do offline trainings as well when I was back in India. So I used to go to urban area as well as rural area, and I realized that how beautifully they are nurturing each and everything. Like not only their career, not only their ideas, but also how beautifully they are adapting to the situation, no matter where they are. So this is actually very beautiful. Am I
Right.
visible? Am I visible?
Yeah, you were visible, but you just broke off. So you were
Okay, okay.
saying
Thank you
how
so much.
beautifully they adapt, right?
Yeah. So I was saying that the sad part is that most of us, like, we forget our powers. And sometimes we think that, we are not good enough. And that's the reason I do what I do, because I have also
Mhm.
gone through the same situation in my life after my, delivery. I realized that, maybe we feel sometimes lost, but if we understand what is our superpower and how can we come back no matter what, then obviously we can achieve our goals. So that's what my take on it is.
Wow. So common, right? That even if it's, we're way ahead across the globe, but we still resonate with one super strength as a woman is the key words is resilient, and we don't know that we are naturally resilient, right? That is so nice. So I want to say a quick hi to all these people who have joined. It's a huge list, and somebody kept giving you hearts when both of you were speaking. I don't know who. So Shruti Vadkar, Vasud, okay, Vasudharshan, okay, Rishitha, Dharmek, hi, Gauri Gangana, Peaceful Parenting from UK, Lakshmi, hi, Study Abroad Coach, hi, Dikshit, hi, Anisha, hi, Disha, hi, Bharat, hi, from Singapore, Colorful Parenting, that's Jasmine from Australia. Lovely, lovely. So, this is out there for my audience. So, what is that one word that you think is your superpower? So,
Priya, would
DM
you like
me.
to?
Yeah, we would like to know what is one. superpower that you consider that you have in you that you have been overlooking at it. It could be a men, who have recognized that superpower in their women. Please message us. We'll give you a shout out. Okay. All right. So back to my guest. Now that we know each of you, and we're just getting know, and the conversation is just getting heated up. And I want to eat your brain to go one step down to understand where in your life you felt that this was missing because maybe you had your self doubt, or it could be a pit bottom in your life. It could be a relationship issue or some financial independence issue, or that individual self esteem issue. Where in which point of life that you felt you just went pit bottom and then you bounced back? Maybe this particular superpower or anything else which has helped you transform. If that is so, what will that one incident be, and what's that superpower?
Ritu,
You want to go, Ritu, first?
go ahead.
Yeah, I don't mind. So, good question. Actually, for me, I would say that as I was mentioning that after my delivery and I was on maternity break, which was the most genuine break every woman takes, right? Uh, I realized that even after being very good at my corporate, like, in whichever companies I have worked, I was very good performer. But still, I was forced to resign after I joined back. Okay. Because I was told that now that I am a mom, I will not be able to handle both the things. And I was really shocked because I was very good at what I was, doing. I was good at sales and marketing. And then I thought that maybe it's a good idea and maybe I will take care of my child. But after a couple of years, when I wanted to start again, I realized that, the companies, they were not ready to take me on the same position or on the higher position. They were asked, like I was told that either I can compromise on salary or on position. But because I'm a mother now, I will take a lot of leaves, I will give a lot of excuses. And I was really surprised. And I was told that I'm outdated. I was like, maybe I took the couple of years break, which was most genuine break, but still, this is something which every woman should take, and that doesn't mean that I am not educated enough. I'm qualified enough for this role, and also my experience is I have a rich experience. Anyways, I have started from scratch once again. But you know what? I realized here that when I was, training and coaching so many women, because my profile was that I was training. I realized that many women are facing the same thing. Few people are told to, change their department. Few people are asked to, transfer from one city to another city. And this is something like which was hitting our self-esteem. And
Absolutely.
reason I think that and I realize it's not their problem, it's not their mistake. And not only about that, our relatives, our friends, our family, they start treating us in a different way. And one fine day I realized it's not their mistake and they are not bad people. The problem is this is the way how we are treating ourselves, the way how we are picturing ourselves. And if I feel that I am not good enough, obviously the world will think the same. So that's what my take on it. And that's why I started working on self-esteem. And if you ask me, like, one word, I am good enough, and not good enough. I am enough. I am enough.
Mm,
That's what I feel.
awesome. That's so
Thank you.
powerful, right? Because when it is coming from you, you have been through that. And it's so real, raw, and, wisdom that is coming from you. I'm sure it's a common story. It's just that you were able to vocalize it, right? A lot of us don't have that opportunity to do so. So, and hence this show also, Ritu. Thank you so much for touching upon and bringing that up, right? So I'll go with Priya right now, what she has for
Thank
us.
you. Thank you. For me, it was around visibility in my career as a leader. Okay, so I'm a clinician by background. And what we learn in our university is mostly about the f- the various systems of the body, the human body, biomechanics of a body, and how to diagnose and treat those ailments. Okay, but when it comes to the real world of job market, especially abroad, when you have to diversify from your clinician role because you hit a plateau at some level. I realized that I was hitting that plateau because I was excellent at what I was doing, but I felt that I'm not growing. So I wanted to explore other options of how I can lead and how can I be an healthcare manager. Okay, in that in that I realized that I wasn't being recognized as a leader. Okay, some roles were not open for physiotherapists. Even if they were, I wouldn't be shortlisted. Even if I would get shortlisted, they will say, actually we had X, Y, and Z who has worked in that particular field before, so we got them. And that's when I started thinking, why am I not being seen as a leader? What is wrong? And then self doubt crept in. I just started talking to myself, thinking maybe it's not the right time for me, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I'm not meant to do this. Okay, and that's when I realized it's not about you, it's about them. Okay,
Mm.
maybe I'm not showing them what I have. And that's
Mm.
when I started a deep dive and realized there are three things. So I worked on three things in my life. Number one, started showing up more. Okay. Started going out there and showing people, taking initiative in meetings, going to conferences, events, bringing back the learning and presenting to the team of what happened. I've never seen
Mm.
anyone do that in my team, but I started doing that. That was step number one. Step number two was I built my personal brand. What do I mean by that? Is I started networking more and more. And the more
Mm.
I networked, I realized that there is something called as elevator pitch that you have to use. When you're talking to different groups of people like clinicians, leaders, executive leaders, you have to showcase what you do and do that in
Mm.
like 30 to 60 seconds. A very powerful tool. So I worked on that. And number three was I started applying for jobs and trying to pull out the keywords that the interview panel wanted to see and then bringing that into my application. And that's how I'm here now. I'm chairing the Chartered Society of Physiotherapy's East Midlands Network. I'm a regional lead working on behalf of NHS for a service. And I feel I could do that because I had a deep dive onto my skills and a reflection to see what else can I do. And I think for
Mm.
every physio who's listening to me, if I could do it, you can do it. Okay, so that's a simple message. Anyone can do it. Thank you,
Awesome.
Brenda.
Thank you so much. This is show. It really shows. I mean, the keywords are very simple to summarize. Is like show up, whichever walks of life, especially as a woman. Even I think personal life also. When you are networking with your personal circle of friends, right now it's even more important to be on. Everybody is informed just with the use of gadgets. Everybody is world class informed. But how are you going to make that influence and impact is more important in each and every conversations. Not to create that kind of a competitive spirit, but then in terms of collaborative and then making things work out, even personally. And of course, professionally showing up is important. And then, elevator pitch is again important when it comes to time management because not everybody has time, especially as a leadership and critical situations that we just have to be like a fire. And thirdly, what was it, Priya? Third important thing was,
It's job applications. So
yep.
careful attention to what you write and whether you're undermining your skills.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a new one again, right? So this is going to be helpful not just in the corporate world, but it is also out there for entrepreneurs as well, right? You
Yes.
showing up for your client is even more important, and things like this, building when you're trying to build your influence, it's even more important. Elevator pitch, everything is it's all connecting the dots that whenever we want to do any transaction when it comes to business or work, we need to take care of this. Thank you so much. This is the best part I love in my guest that I can just summarize the keywords and a lot of insights that we get from each and every talk. In fact, you had preceded the tips that I wanted to ask you as a next question. I'm sure you will have a lot of things to share. So the very next question is, what would be one game changer tip apart from what you just spoke? Is there anything else in your life that uh, without this, my day cannot run? It could be a personal ritual or a best practice. that you have at work or with your family or with anything, or a success mantra, a secret weapon, anything that you would like to share with us?
I would like to say, okay, this is openly and honestly, I have a confidence file that I maintain, and it's with me all the time. And what I write in that confidence file is like a notebook, okay, where I write all my small and big wins whenever they happen, however they happen, okay. And every time I feel rough on tough days where I just feel like giving up, I open that book and I read a few pages. That reminds me that I have done this in the past. If I could come this far, I can go further. Okay, that is a tip that I would like to give everyone. We always fail to acknowledge small wins. We just think it's not a big deal. I've done that. And to add on to that, Brinda, you won't believe I'm an author of the book Leadership Guide for Physios. I wrote that book and I didn't share it with my loved ones, my family, my friends, my colleagues. And this is how much we tend to undermine ourselves. We just think it's okay, what's a big deal? Unless somebody said at work, oh my God, Priya, you are a published author. And that's when it hit me. I was like, yes, I am. And that's a big deal. So sometimes we as women fail to acknowledge the biggest wins that we've had. And that confidence file is a reminder that you have achieved this much so far. So if you can do that, you can do more. That's one tip that I would like to give all the viewers today.
Awesome. Confidence file or confidence journal, right? Very
Yes.
nice. Thank you so much. Ritu?
Yeah, actually, as rightly said by Priya, I have also gone through the same thing, Priya. You know what? I am also co-author of two books and I have never shared it with my friends and family. And this was really surprising for me also. Now also I'm realizing that, obviously it is a good deal. It's a big deal, but I don't know what stops us.
Mm.
Maybe we feel that, we will, be modest or something like that, but there's nothing wrong in it. There's nothing wrong in doing and sharing what good things we are doing, right? So having said that, as I was, mentioning about low self-esteem, so, you know what, dear, I train to Middle East and Dubai people as well, and also in India. And in fact, I got the opportunity to train, for 2, 3 years in UK as well. And I realized one major problem for low self-esteem is feeling overwhelmed and burnout.
Mhm.
And actually, it's not about only professional world. Even in personal life, we fill up our closets, we fill up our cupboards, we fill up our books, we fill up our digital gadgets, we fill up our emotions, our brain, and our soul. We fill up with so many bad emotions, and which is, not even required. And that is the reason we feel so much overwhelmed and
Mm.
burnout. And that's why one powerful routine which I do is decluttering. And if you ask me about emotional decluttering, I do journaling, definitely. I write gratitude and also goal setting, and which help me in decluttering my emotions. And physical decluttering, obviously, we do. In fact, whenever I feel, burnout and tired, I declutter my house and I feel really rejuvenated. And also decluttering our soul, obviously, for that we do meditation. And there is,
Absolutely.
very deep insight for that. So decluttering and writing our as in gratitudes. That is what I do for myself. And that is what I teach to my clients also.
Clients also. Okay. Very nice. So, confidence journal, decluttering, physical, mental, emotional, digital, right?
Yes.
Definitely is needed.
On.
In fact, if I have to share something, I'm running out of points because I think we are touching the common stuffs, right? The problems are common. Strategies would definitely be common only. It's just that unique strength in us is what is defining us, how we are messaging based on our stories, because that's what is unique within us, right? So, based on my stories, what I have started doing is, as I always give this anecdote as a chair having four legs. It's the same way a life needs all dimensions like physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And if you have a royal chair which has another leg, so let's call that as a financial dimension. So all these five legs, if you just knock off one leg, it's not going to be, this chair is not going to be standing stable. So similarly, in our life, all these five dimensions is important. If you're a, somebody who's out there for monetizing, if you really want to monetize, contribute for your family. I think the fifth one is financial independence. So women just cannot say no. The finances and women usually have boundaries, right? So you just cannot, avoid getting into that zone. But each and every dimension, just one activity a day. Break a sweat for physical dimension. Mentally, if you're clogged, overwhelmed, start writing. Emotionally, acknowledge, like Priya said, acknowledge not only your wins, but also not so wins every day. It could be through gratitude or, because that's going to add up your spiritual energy also. So every day before you sleep or wake up, even during the day, few minutes of gratitude for whatever you have. One day I just started writing gratitude. Somebody said it's an exercise. I'm talking about 5 years, 6 years before. So I just kept on writing, and it's not that we will never run out of list. So I've had this exercise more than 1 hour. I just kept on writing what I'm grateful for. After that, it's become imbibed in me. I just close my eyes. I can be gratitude, grateful for everything around me. So that being said, I'll go to my audience and then say a hi, a huge list of people. Dwanik, uh, and then Aruna Jayashree, hi, Aruna, Bunty, Sri, Reef Sign, I'm not sure about the name, Mindful Parenting Guide, Vivek Vasanta, hello there, Dr. Sanjeesh, hi, uh, Passion Forever, I think it's Dr. Aru, she says, yes, indeed, healthcare teaches about bodies, but not about leadership. Wow, that's for you, Priya, I think. Um, Aruna says, fire. She's just showing the fire symbol for all three of us. Amazing. Sabid, the PRD. Anshad, hi. Mindful Parenting Guide shows hearts. Tanmay says hi. Um, and then Nitha's Kitchen. Okay. Mindful Parenting Guide, 100%. And they say hi, hello. Lovely, lovely. So, my audience out there, I want to know what is your one game changer tip that you have, that you practice in your life. Tell us for our audience, and take this moment to also showcase what's that superpower which has helped you transform in your life day in and day out. If that is so, it could be one ritual or one best practice. Just give us one word in DM. That will be helpful for all of us. And now I'll go back to my guest and ask you about one last question. And I would like to also get some gifts from you for our audience. Before that, I would just like to ask you, as a woman, right, what is that one quality in you that you don't want to let go? I'll go with
I
Priya.
think, yeah, so one quality in me or in all women, I will say, is being able to lead with strength and empathy. Okay? We don't realize that we are not just strong, but we are empathetic individuals naturally. That's how we are born. That's a natural gift to us. So do not let that go. No matter which position you reach, no matter where you are in your life, always remember that empathy is where you're not sympathizing with somebody, but you're being kind, you're being humble, you're being polite. Okay? You're managing your own emotions as well as emotions of others. Okay? If you cannot look after yourself, or if you don't give time for yourself, that strength is gone, that empathy is gone. So always remember, you have that unique ability to lead with strength and empathy. Keep that tight, close to your heart. Never give that up for anyone. Ritu, what do you say?
Thank you so much, Priya, and it's what a wonderful tip. So I feel that for me, one powerful strength which I don't want to leave or I don't want to give up, and also for many women, is that if, in fact, for every mother, that we are nurturer. You know, we nurture, and we don't even nurture life. We nurture business ideas. We nurture relationships. We nurture each and every emotion of our family members also. We take care. Whenever they are feeling that, low, if they are not feeling good, we nurture, we care. And that's what I feel. I have a powerful, this is my strength. That's what I feel. And whenever I asked to, when I started my business, it was a funny thing. I was told to ask 15 people that what is one word which comes to your mind. And they said that you are like motherly. You nurture, you care.
Oh.
So,
Mm.
so that's what I feel that, not only for my daughter, but also for everyone. In fact, for our life partner, for our relatives, we nurture the relationships. And
Mm.
in fact, we adjust, and also not in a negative way, but in a positive way. We adapt. And this is the beautiful thing every woman do. And this is what I think we should continue doing, because no matter how much educated we are and no matter how much money we will earn in future, but this is one thing, caring and nurturing. This is very powerful. That's what I feel.
Awesome. So, empathy and nurturing quality, right? So, I'm just running out of some words. Where do I want to say some quality? Because each and every time guest comes, I do mention this. And I think to be able to relate to what you both have said, it's that I go back to that energy bit. Like for you to be empathetic or for you to be nurturing, you constantly need to have that energy in you to be able to deliver that, right? Only when you deplete that energy, we lose our own identity. When we are not physically fit, emotionally fit, we just, shut ourselves down. Whether it is a husband or a daughter, we just say a big no. Physically, maybe we will be doing something, but we're not, emotionally, we're not there, right? That's the only reason it's very important that, the word called resilient, like Priya says, there is a underneath energy behind that. And that energy can only be attained in 4 dimensions. So physical energy, mental energy, emotional energy, and spiritual energy. And of course, money is also energy. So without money, there could be so many problems. That is again going to deplete our energy. I think it's more important. I call this as PEMS ritual. I will also add that F into it. So financial or money is also important. At the end of the day, you're only increasing your energy if you can take care of these dimensions, because you never know when it is going to help at what situations. When you're emotionally not really good, maybe your physical energy can help you overcome that. You can be resilient, just go for a run or something, you can get back your thing. Same goes with the mentally drained. When you're mentally drained, you just watch a movie or talk to somebody, you'll figure out what you want to do. So I think this is one thing that energy is, because of that feminine energy is something that we will be able to nurture, and we can be empathetic using our inner power. So use this inner power. This is more unique to us. That feminine power is what we are, and we have to keep in touch with our core. So this one I wouldn't want to let go for anything for that matter. So on that note, I'm also going to say a hi to a lot of people, and somebody also gave a beautiful comment. They said being grateful and believing in universe. I think that's their secret mantra. Lovely. Thank you so much for sharing, Sajal, Sati, and then. Okay, Priya said thank you to parental guide and Harinjar their cow. Harinjar their cow. All right. So he just joined in, but I'm going to leave my guest with the last question that I want to ask if there is any gifts for our audience, women audience, especially when we are celebrating this entire month for them. So do we have any gifts from you? You want
So
Yes,
I
to go?
yes,
Ritu, is it okay if I go? Yeah, okay, thank you.
yes, please.
So in regards to gifts from Priya Physio, I host free weekly webinars on physio leadership. And as I have been saying since the beginning, and some of the healthcare professionals here agree that we aren't taught what is leadership and how to lead. So I teach that in my webinars. I give away 3 secrets, okay? And secondly, I have also written a book on leadership guide for physios. If you have Kindle Unlimited, that book is yours without spending a penny. So please, please, please go ahead and access that book on Kindle app, and you will have lots of secrets given to you. You can use it as a textbook. Keep it besides you and apply for your jobs. That's it. That's all you need to take that quantum leap from your clinician role to leadership role. So those are my gifts, and you can also reach out to me personally on or any social media platforms for a one-to-one request. I love connecting with people. Okay, if you just write a code one to one woman, I would know that you've come from this platform, and I would love to spend that time with you to know more about you. Thank you so much for being here.
Awesome. That was nice. So, audience, Kindle app, that's there's a book and her invite for her webinar, and also DM one-to-one women for one-to-one connection with Priya. Thank you so much, Priya. That's a lot. And I'm sure they will love it. You go, Ritu.
Thank you so much. And these are lovely gifts. And if they want more, they can type in more. So I can help them with their, building their powerful self-esteem. So I would love to invite them for my one-to-one strategy sessions as well as my webinar, which is going to happen this Friday. And I'm going to help them. How can they, if they are as in going through any problem as terms of self-esteem. So I can help them coming out of that. And once they are with me, on the strategy session only, I would love to give them one of my recorded course, which is Inner Happiness Blueprint.
Awesome there. Super. Thank you, Ritu, again for you also webinar invite. And there is one free course waiting for them. They can refer the links in your bio. Am I right? Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
they can
Super.
actually they can type in Ritu, and I'll be more than happy to DM them all the
Super.
details. Okay.
So audience can DM Ritu there, so she'll get in touch with you. Super. And my gifts for my audience and your audience is there's a workshop conducted free only for women this month, how to automate your life and business using EI and AI. So that will definitely help you achieve freedom from time, stress, and debts. That's what I'm doing. That's what my community members are doing. In fact, they're going to be jumping in Insta Live, lined up just after a few days. So you will see what they are doing and how they are empowered. So I'm going to teach the same strategies for you also. Jump in, DM me for Brain Skills Workshop. You will know what I have. Thank you so much. And incredible it was powerhouse women coaches from across the world, right now from US, Canada, and UK. Thank you so much. And it's so very nice that this is a little bit different, where we just point shooter and but we still we're able to cover all that parts, and it's so fulfilling. Again, we're not leaving anything. There is no residue in me. I'm totally fulfilled, and thank you so much for coming in. I respect all your time and busy schedules. Despite of it, you are here making this happen for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you
And
so
Thank you
much.
so much, everyone. Thank you, Brinda. Thank you, Ritu.
Thank you, Priya. Thank you, Brenda. Loads of love to you.
thank you,
Same
Ritu.
here.
Thank you
Bye.
so
Bye,
much.
everyone.
Yes, thank you so much for all our audience. Bye bye.
Bye.